audio system of mine. So this is my system and I'm doing a full video on it. So let's check out the first unit, which is the PD4300. It actually comes with a little remote. And that's the tray. It's a very basic model. Probably in a couple of weeks I'll actually have a more advanced model underneath here. The second thing is the graphic equalizer, which is a GR555, and basically that allows you to change the sound, change the frequency spectrum that is outputted to your speakers, to your loudspeakers. So yeah, quite necessary, I think, if you want to have complete control over the way your system sounds. And then the more advanced tape deck, the CTW55R, the auto reverse tape deck with a lot of functions. I actually got this cheap, very cheap, because of a flaw. And the flaw is actually that this recording level knob is actually an aftermarket knob, because all the Pioneer buttons, they have this little indentation and they're fully square, fully round. There's no ridges, and this has a ridge, but you know, you only notice it when I tell you. So yeah, you can't sell it as a pristine object, and well, that was actually very nice for me, because I didn't have to pay full price for a unit like this. So it has an auto reverse deck 1 with Dolby B, C, and then the second deck is a recording deck, and it has Dolby HX Pro, and yeah, both have auto reverse. And the counters, they switch between time and tape counter. You can do CD-Synchro. I'm actually still have to solder a cable back, solder a cable to just hook them up, because if you press CD-Synchro, then the CD player starts playing and you can record. You can do high-speed dubbing and normal speed dubbing from tape to tape, and you have all sorts of replay and reverse mode. You have timer modes, Dolby noise reduction, and recording balance, recording level, and these are the reset and time counter buttons. So yeah, very nice unit. And yeah, basically the tape deck that I dreamt about back in 1988. I had the CT255, but yeah, this is a lot more advanced, and it still works great. And then instead of the SX225, this is a more advanced receiver, the SX777, and it allows you to operate both speakers. You have two sets of speakers, and you can program in all sorts of presets. You can program in all sorts of radio stations. There's a loudness button. I don't have that turned on, but that actually is like a bass boost, bass, treble, volume, balance, mute. You can quickly mute, and then the phono tuner, CD, VCR line in, VC or tape, that tape 2 monitor, and actually that is hooked up to that. And if you have a second tape deck, you actually hook it up on that system. So yeah, let's look at the back of the system a little, because yeah, these components on the front, they look rather nice, but on the back it's actually quite different. You have all these wires hooked up. This is actually the antenna wire, and these are the speakers that are hooked up. And yeah, of course, I had a ton of pre-recorded tapes, and of course I recorded a lot of my own tapes. This is the Four Non Blondes, Sinead O'Connor, and this, for example, is Love Deluxe Sade, For Every Heart, Twilight Paris. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I recorded this in 1992, and one I've been playing quite a bit, but I also have the CD for it now. is something I recorded in 1994, and that's Björk debut. And these are the more modern TDK SA90 tapes. And basically I used TDK SE90 tapes all the time because they had the best fidelity. Metal was just too expensive. But yeah, what we can do is actually we can, I had a whole stack of Epidemic Sound CDs. I recorded these. So these are burnt MP3, so it's not the, oh yeah, and the speakers, of course. These are BNS 80 watt speakers. Now I can, if I take out the Tapedeck tape, this is an empty tape, and I just press record to make the recording level in such a way that it doesn't oversteer. Okay, so I'm gonna press record and play. So that's actually going to record. It's going to record a bit of pause. This is the CD-Synchro that I now do manually, and then if the leader tape has been reached, I'll just press play, and we'll just record a bit. You can actually set the counter to seconds instead of a tape counter. Now, of course, this is recorded through my phone, so it's not really how it sounds, but I'll do it just a close-up of the system. That's enough. Let's rewind. And let's press play. See how it works. Now this tape has been recorded over a couple of times, so a bit of a lead in. And it should start to play. Now, of course, if you play back, you'll see that the levels on the tape are a bit lower. Basically, this is just all there. You know, the frequency range of the tape is pretty good. I mean, of course, a CD has a more vibrant tone, but still good. And that's it. Whoops. That was a bit of REM, actually, I recorded on there as well.